right, Grandma. All of them will be located past that great big exit sign you see there for entire children. Inside the moving vehicle for me. Now, if anyone does drop a personal item off the bus, don't you worry, folks. I've got it. Feel free to stand up and keep those feet on the ground and hands on the railing for me. Now, this is one of 3 Malayan tigers here in our care at the San Diego Zoo, all 3 of which are part of a little something called our species survival plan, which is essentially looking at this dating app that I just mentioned, okay? This kind of allows our care specialists here, they're going to be introduced into the wild to help their wild counterparts out. Now, this area is usually where we would have our okapis and our river hippos, but we are constantly in the process of moving forward with things here at our zoo. We're always trying to make things better for all of the really awesome animals that we have here in our care. So all that area is going through a very long but very much needed facelift. Our okapis are enjoying some vacation time away at Safari Park with their okapi buddies, while our river hippos have been temporarily relocated to a house. Now I see one of our Allen Swamp monkeys on that front center platform, and it's a mass there. Oh, now another Allen Swamp monkey. Alright, so these guys actually share their habitat with some red-tailed twins as well. And we actually rescued a handful of these little guys back in the day. Now, since then, we started looking for monkeys to be rescued from that situation, and brought here to our zoo. We just got on to successfully have Henry's little families over there. There's 2 different color variations in this habitat, okay? So, and they can frequently be found in the salt pans for that lighter plumage of the American flamingo. Now, they don't take up the predatory worries of their African counterparts, so standing out that much really isn't an outfall for them at all. Ooh, and if you guys look up to the right, you might see one of our Andean condors. He's kind of cruising around the border up there looking good. Woo! Now that is... I do not know where that accent came from. I apologize. Okay. Now, for anyone looking to get better acquainted with that's a kangaroo bus. Now, that's going to let you know that it's the right you are waiting on. And for anyone who didn't grab a park map when you enter today, feel free to download our Zoo Map app. It's a great way to GPS your way around. All through these lines, we might catch a glimpse of our zebras hanging out in there for free. Now, if you do see them hanging about, you might find yourself wondering how on earth we get those zebras alive. They don't look exactly the same. We're looking at them right now. Well, that's the crazy thing, is that a zebra's stripy pattern is just as unique to every individual zebra as the colors are unique to every one. And a brand spanking new little fella that's roughly 2 weeks old noses, which they use to make a honking type sound to alert the rest of the herd to a predator presence. No, I am not pulling your leg. In fact, I encourage you to YouTube it later. Speaks to mouth and inflatable honking noses. Oh, we've got one of our polar bears cruising around to the left. Don't worry, I'm going to stop. Round hands on the railing. Now, the first thing people tend to notice about our polar bears, alright, is that they're not the vibrant white you might want themselves to do something about it. By wrangling them up and giving them safe and protected places to reside on their farm, from which point their numbers have since completely rebounded their numbers are now stable, being potential and little class there. Now, it is going to be the small but collective effort of the many that will equate to some of the bigger browsers as they are always maintained higher up, with their big wheel in the trees with a long legs and necks to help them reach those tasty ladies. We're on the opposite end of the scale. We've got our Japan Hickories cruising around in here. Now these lovely little creatures are known as racers. And as I'm bringing most of you with Maria closer to the ground. Now passing our west entrance to Sky Quarry here on the left-hand side should be opening up here in just a few. And it's definitely the most scenic route back and forth across the park. We'll get a beautiful bird's-eye view of nearly the entire facility, which I do mean quite literally. As you ride those buckets across later, keep your eyes in the skies for some of our local red-tailed hawks. You'll be very likely to catch a glimpse of 1 or 2 of them soaring around, conserving energy, while in search of their next down to the left. So, mountain lions. Okay, they are actually not considered a big cat. They are actually the world's largest small cat. So, unlike big cats, muscular means that their most active times of day are in the very early dawn and significantly later, and when it comes to truly elusive animals, though. Okay, I like to think the main wolf in this habitat to the right name's first place. And I say this because if you've never seen this animal out and walking around on a visit to our zoo, count yourselves lucky it does not happen as often. Video on YouTube of some African lettuce, and you see the little husk like these, and it is the cutest darn thing you will see in your life. Okay, now, moving on. I've got a lot of coffee this morning. It's kicking in. You're welcome. Next up, we're moving on to just a slightly larger animal, okay, just a little bit. In this back right-hand corner up on her platform, coming into view, is going to be our is the ladies, who do most of the hunting in lion pride. However, the males are very good hunters as well. Yes, thank you for the peanut gallery, birds of paradise. They always have something to say. Now, the males are very good hunters, and so you have that pride to look after. Protection is going to become their main concern, and they are constantly going to be. Are you quite finished? Goodness gracious. I know you guys know that I love you, but come on now. Now, where did I leave off? Yes, the males. Okay, so they're able to save themselves with young ones. It's just that once they have that pride to look after, protection is going to become their main concern, okay? As there are constantly going to be other males looking to come in and take over their territory. So, well, the responsibility of protecting the family comes on the males. That's going to leave the responsibility of bringing home meals on the ladies, which they were very talented at as well. Around behind that herd of Impala for a surprise attack. It was like watching Jurassic Park in real life with the velociraptors. I am not even kidding. Now, opportunities like that, they do not come by as often, and definitely not as easy for the big cats of Africa as a lot of people seem to think. So out of respect for their hunt and the progress of it, we didn't want to be a bunch of new what I saw out there. What talented hunters those lion cat that we're going to be looking for up next. Let's see if we can find where she is hiding. Alright, they are some of the most feared of the big cat species. They have a bite more stronger than a lion, the strongest jaws of any of the larger cat species. And you have 5 seconds to find her, or you are lunch. No helping your other partner with you. Okay, everyone's on. One. Okay, for anyone who's spotted her, congratulations. You would have made it the African bush with me. For everyone else, better luck next time. Look on the back, center, platform, through those trees there, and you'll see her just majestically chilling, judging us all.
Yeah, what the...
That is our female jaguar named Deigo. Now again, although as I mentioned already, the largest cat is small, alright? They're very small, but they're also personal with you, because I did tell you that they do have a bite more stronger than lions. Lions are way higher. Now behind this series area, okay, is the center of our elephant habitat, which spans nearly 3 acres of land, which is pretty cool, because our elephants do quite a bit of walking. Now, just not much walking, we honestly wondered the same exact thing. So we decided to do what we do best, and we did study on the walking patterns of our elephants here at the zoo, our elephants over at the safari park, and of course, wild elephants for each lake, which is give or take about 6 miles. So this is also a pretty cool thing to find out, because I think we actually did a really good job with designing this area for them. And with animals like this, of this size, I should say, in your care, you're going to need some pretty large facilities to look after them, which is where our elephant care center here to the right comes in. So this particular area where crews come by is where our elephants cover things like routine medical checkups, so like blood draws, they got a big elephant size scale in there, as well as weekly pedicures. Yes, but maintenance is very important, especially on animals of that size. Now that habitat of theirs is still going here to the right, and as we pass this rock wall, so we'll get a view of one of our kiddos. I think it's one of the boys. We have 2 male African elephants here in our care, Nepo and Zinzu, roughly 11 to 12 years old, which is about the age where they would naturally branch off on their own and form a bachelor herd. Now, something elephants are very well known for, of course, are those tusks of theirs, which we might know by the name of ivory, but that's just a fancy name that humans placed on them to give them a false value. Okay, because we are going to continue on, and we're going to be looking for one of my personal favorite animals in the whole park, and also one of our coolest success stories today. Alright, I am talking about our California condors. We saw the Andean condor back down across our flamingos, but these are the local species here. Now, the first thing that people tend to notice about these birds, this actually serves a super cool purpose, because condors are strict carrion eaters. That means they eat dead stuff. Okay, the deader the better for